Choosing a business name may not be as simple as one may think. In today's video, I am going to talk to you about the 3 hidden considerations entrepreneurs tend to overlook when choosing a business name. Hi, my name is Andrew. I'm the managing attorney here at Freedom Through Business, where we help entrepreneurs just like you start your businesses, grow your businesses while staying legally compliant. The purpose of these videos are to provide you with as much clarity and guidance in the beginning stages of starting a business. So if you haven't already, please make sure you hit the like, subscribe, as well as the bell notification so you don't miss out on any future videos. These videos are for educational purposes only, so make sure you speak with a professional prior to doing anything. With that side note out of the way, let's go ahead and talk about the 3 hidden considerations entrepreneurs fail to make prior to choosing a business name. The first common hidden consideration an entrepreneur fails to make when choosing a business name is taking into consideration whether or not they plan to sell their business in the future. Some businesses want to be able to keep a business within the family. They want it to be passed down generation to generation. And so what a business like that will likely do is they will provide their surname as a business name, and then of course the associated service that they provide. So for example, an entrepreneur out there named John Doe wants to be able to open a mechanic shop. And so John Doe names his mechanic shop the Doe Mechanic Shop LLC. John Doe wants this business to be his legacy, and then he wants to be able to pass down this business from generation to generation, hence the Doe, the surname in the business name. However, if John Doe is not interested in handing down the business from generation to generation, instead John Doe just wants to eventually sell the mechanic shop, in this case he's not going to want to include his surname in the overall business, or at least he's going to want to take that into consideration, because a potential buyer out there that wants to purchase the shop, that buyer may not want any sort of personal associations connected with the business. However, this is always a very subjective choice, and so John Doe would have to come to a conclusion himself whether or not he would want the name, his surname, Doe, in the overall business name. A majority of entrepreneurs out there have a tendency to choose a business name that does not contain any personal associations. The second mistake entrepreneurs run into when choosing a business name is failing to search the Secretary of State website. This is one of the first steps, making sure that the business name is actually available. The last thing an entrepreneur wants to do is start a business and later finding out that there is an issue with the business name because there's a conflict with maybe an existing business name, an existing government agency, a third party, a partnership, etc. So an entrepreneur out there should do their research prior to deciding on a business name. And the third hidden consideration entrepreneurs tend to make is that they fail to check whether or not the domain for their business name is available. A lot of entrepreneurs who register an LLC or a corporation have a tendency to create a website for their business. What tends to happen is an entrepreneur is able to file their business with the Secretary of State. It's available, they're good to go, they receive their articles of organization. Come to find out that the domain name that they plan to use was not available. For example, Bob Smith wants to start a business called Pink Tigers. He's able to register his LLC with the Secretary of State, Pink Tigers LLC. He is very excited. The next step he takes is he looks to register a personal website for his Pink Tigers. He goes on a domain registry website and types in www.pinktigers.com because that's the website name that he wants to be able to use for his business. Come to find out, the domain name for Pink Tigers is not available. Do not be like John Smith and make sure to check whether or not the domain name is available for one's preferred business name. Of course, only if that's important to you. These are the 3 hidden considerations entrepreneurs tend to overlook. And so when choosing a business name, make sure to consider whether or not one looks to eventually sell the business or pass it down from generation to generation. 2, make sure that the name is available. Make sure to do one's research. And then 3, make sure to check whether or not the domain is available if that is important to you. If you happen to have any questions about anything that I talked about in today's video with respect to the 3 considerations to make sure you go ahead and click the link down below to book your free call with a professional who can help you better understand how to properly go about choosing a business name. If you happen to enjoy this video, please make sure you hit the like, subscribe, as well as the bell notification so you don't miss out on any future videos. It's time to invest in yourself. It's time to rise.